Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Rayge, and we are back today to unpack Marvel Strike Force's newest blog post here, now finally giving us the full-on details here for Blue Marvel and his respective event, including actually an official announcement date here, so lots to look forward to, guys. Let's get into it. So, Blue Marvel, almost here, the wait's almost nearly completed. This cosmic powerhouse is set to join Marvel Strike Force, and we got all the juicy details on how you can recruit him to your roster, in addition to some upcoming events. And guys, this lines up with exactly what we saw in the data mines too. So that's awesome to see this confirmation officially, and obviously now giving the exclusive announcement here from them directly. The power of Blue Marvel is that he's going to be an unstoppable epic tune that's going to be added into that categorization. But remember, he's a plug and play. A character that's going to be able to allow a lot of offensive and defensive capabilities, getting stronger through every turn, cutting through safeguard immunity, in addition to actually also reducing permanent HP from any impacted characters against you. With him having that opportunity to grow stronger every turn, he's going to have value across the board in all the different game modes. And as well, remember, he is going to be thriving off of defense as well, because he's able to target specific characters on his defensive mechanic. He has team-wide attacks depending on the charge mechanics. So it's really, really cool. Definitely highly recommend you guys checking out his kit in the blog post there. But we know that this character is going to be absolutely game-changing for sure. Having said that, what's really cool is that there's an opportunity here for this event to allow players above level 85 to participate, and it is going to be officially on November 3rd. So actually just in 2 weeks. So it's coming up very soon, very quickly here. And they have a lot of freebies that's going to be available as well, which they'll be deep diving here. But this is, again, the confirmation on what's going on with the trait descriptions here. As you can see, Nodes 1 not having any restrictions, will be requiring some Conquerors in addition to non-mythic cosmic, city, global, and then finally also wrapping things up with the no traits there. But remember, you need purple ISO 4 and 5 to actually bring up these characters. What they also talk about on, and this is where we got confused a little bit in the data mines, is because it was structured very similarly to kind of like a danger room, right, where they had specific packs and cards activated. And now this clarity is provided in this blog post because these are in fact combat mods, but they're going to be essentially modifying how some of the nodes are structured. For example, in certain nodes, you'll have certain bonuses, and that's why it is important to know which teams benefit off of that. I'm glad they were able to give this transparency, because now we know, with definitive opportunity here of which characters are going to thrive off of that, and the opportunity of also identifying, what team combinations are going to work and not work. So, obviously, we've noted in the past that there's going to be some arena, raid, as well as specific war bonuses being applied with the respective teams. And I like this breakdown because they tell you exactly what's happening with each node, which characters or teams actually gain that benefit. And this is where we got confused in the data mines, because they almost appeared as if you can like toggle them, but it does look like they're going to be permanent and slotted into these specific nodes, very similarly to Age of X, right, where when you bring in 3 members of Vigilante, they're going to be gaining all the raid bonuses. If you have Liberty, they'll have the war buff. So that's where this kind of lies in terms of just providing that benefit here in terms of the breakdown. So you see here, mission 1, there's no combat mods there, so that's probably going to be the free pass there. But missions 2 and 3, it's going to benefit characters like Insidious 6. It's going to benefit characters with Brimstone as part of the team traits there, right? So that's where we can get a little bit of insight in terms of how to expect. And heck, even Fantastic Four MCU also having a fantastic energy there as well. So I like the fact that they went across the board and they didn't single out a specific team, because as you see, missions 2 and 3 actually do benefit all the big 3 metal teams that we've discussed previously. Missions 4 and 5 obviously benefit Fantastic Four being the non-mythic cosmic, as well as them gaining arena buffs. We have the non-mythic city generally focused on Insidious, and then lastly we also have the global generally focusing on Brimstone, but obviously you can still bring in some other opportunities to Theorycraft. But yeah, really cool, guys. And what's more even notable is that mission 10 here, because you're up against Blue Marvel as the boss, he's going to be gaining a bunch of bonuses and passives for himself. But the cool thing is that all mods noted above are going to be applied. So we're going to be gaining the full array of benefits here for all 3 teams, which is really cool, because that tells us then that obviously they want to encourage us finishing the event in its entirety, and as well allowing for basically any combination of the teams being allotted here, but as well the opportunity to Theorycraft and switch up things depending on what you think is going to be best for completion of this. So Red Stars. This was kind of an important topic as well. We saw in the past with these releases that usually they would have some sort of race to event, and it does look like it's going to hold true here. There's going to be this race to Blue Marvel Red Stars. Now, the good news is that this is actually going to last through until the end of the year. So remember, this releasing on the first week of November, it means that we basically have about 2 months to get this done, or 2 months, sorry, to get as far as you can to accumulate as much red stars as you can. So that's kind of cool. Very generous in the timing, but as well, we know that they've been rushing out more of these purple ISO-8 opportunities, which has been awesome as well. So more on that here. Details right below, which is the fact that we're already seeing this in game, right? The road to Blue Marvel, essentially some extra little for purple ISO-8 being available, and if you are paying for some of these premium milestones, there's already level 5 even actually able to be achieved. So the whales and spenders and whatnot can already get their hands on that. You can see here their hope is that they're going to be able to allow us to upgrade one character each week with the rewards earned from completing all the milestones. So that's kind of cool. They're just trying to obviously budget for that and allow us to still earn points at the end of the day through daily play and battling in Alliance War. So there's a free aspect of it, which is huge. And we covered this in my past Data Mine video, guys, which is the Curse of Eternity leaderboard. So this is going to be the big one here for level 5. It's the first one for level 5 purple coming next week. So that's probably going to be given on the official announcement in tomorrow's blog post, as they just listed there. But again, they want everyone to have access to this character, in addition to the fact that they're also releasing 4 and 5 purple ISO-8 for everyone to basically accumulate. So make sure you guys aren't missing out the daily free claim, because it looks like starting on October 20th, which is in just a few days, this is also going to be added into the daily free claims. And it looks like for 7 days, we're going to be able to allow the opportunity to get more of this and claim free, and obviously get some upgrades along the way. Now, the one thing I will point out, guys, and that's kind of a welcome surprise, is that there's only 10 mission nodes here, and if you budget correctly with even your starting a team of 5 conquerors, I mean, you can actually get this entire event done with around, I would say, 15 characters, as opposed to past Dark Dimensions or past Saga events where you need to build north of 20. So there is a bit of kind of opportunity here where they've kind of lowered that bar a bit, which means that Blue Marvel in itself is definitely a more accessible character than past Dark Dimension equivalent characters. I say Dark Dimension, they don't officially list it here, but it just gives me the vibe of the Dark Dimension event that we hopefully should be able to maintain the progress. It doesn't seem like it's a one-shot attempt for all these nodes like the Saga based, just given the fact that they have similar trait breakdowns, and just given the fact that there are specific bonuses. It is gonna be very interesting, right? It gives me like a Scourge kind of vibe with the way that this is kind of set up. And usually with Scourges, you can save the progress done with your team synergies there. So there you have it. Do let me know down in the comments below. Are you guys pumped? Are you guys excited? This is basically the full breakdown of all the event in its entirety. Something to look forward to in just a couple of weeks too. So that's awesome. Do let me know down in the comments below, guys. Thank you for your time as always, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.